the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the Pacers in Indianapolis. For Indiana, on paper, they're the better team. But this is the NBA, and you can never let your guard down. They're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. It has been an interesting ride thus far. Kenny, some teams really improving after a sluggish start.
Yeah, well, credit the people running those franchises. Always look to improve. That's what you have to do if you're a franchise head. You can't just sit back and say, hey, we're going to accept this mediocrity.
No matter what your record is.
No question.
No, the season is a marathon, not a sprint. Lots of
let
ups
me write
and
that one
downs.
down.
Just keep trusting yourself.
The season is a marathon.
Not a sprint.
Not a sprint.
And then make sure you put Shaq-Stradamus.
Shaq-Stradamus.
Did you actually make that up?
Something that was already said many moons
came
ago.
Off the top
I've
of the
never
head.
heard
And you're
that
acting like it's your original thought.
It is my original
I've never
thought.
heard that
It's not a
before.
marathon, it's a sprint. Yeah, get away.
Who said that before? I've never heard that.
Oh,
I got one for you, Ernie.
What's that?
E equals MC tripled.
I've never heard that either.
No, nobody has ever said that either.
Think about it, though.
I've thought about it all I want.
I did the math. It doesn't work.
It's a road game for the Kings, and they're facing an interconference matchup in today's game. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Just off a road trip, the Pacers are back at home. On paper, you'd give them the edge, but of course they're not taking anything for granted. They'll look to come out strong and prove they're the better team.
And keep in mind, just the two-game season series. This is their final game against this group, and they're looking to duplicate the outcome of that first contest where they played a terrific ball game.
Well, I think they have the mindset to get this sweep as long as they don't take this team lightly because they've already beaten them this season.
Very little locked in at this point, Brent, but sometimes it feels like the best teams are just waiting for the playoffs to begin.
Well, there's always this idea about building up for the playoffs, and I think over the past 5 or 6 seasons, most of the talk that we have is about those teams being as healthy as they possibly can be. And I think that's the time in the season we're at now, Kevin. Make sure that everybody is 100% ready to go, not just mentally, but physically.
And the coaches got to keep their focus, though, right? I mean, that's tough to do.
The coaches do, but the good ones start that process maybe in the last 15 games of the season to try to ramp things up so that guys feel ready to go once the end of the regular season comes.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Sacramento. Down low, it's Bagley and Cauley-Stein. Fox is at the point with Hield next to him at the 2. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot. From 18 feet away, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Playing in between right now and changing speeds, Bogdanovich spotting some nice scoring opportunities.
And Oladipo kicks to Young. Indiana moving it around. 5 on the clock. Poke loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Collison.
Yeah, they're a little bit cold here. 0 for 4 to get this one going.
Indiana again missing. Fox passes to Cauley Stein. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to speak with Dave Yeager for just a minute. I asked him about the challenge of playing against a team that's so smart and under control on offense, and he said they really do a terrific job of execution. No miscues or missteps. We need to be just as disciplined if we're going to get the upper hand. And since they're down 1-0 in the season series, they'll have to do that really well tonight.
Thanks, David. Well, they're aware of how difficult an opponent this is to defend. A lot of good shooters they have to deal with.
Which means being extra active with their perimeter deep, fighting through screens, quick switches, all the little things they need to do to prevent those open looks.
Yeah, that's right, Greg. I expect a lot of movement defensively. They have to be reacting and, like a watch, rotating all night long.
You know, when you think of Darren Collison, I think of a smart point guard. It had 2 seasons playing understudy to Chris Paul in both New Orleans and L.A. Similar type of players who are very efficient and just gets the job done.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Collison and Greg, how he plays, when he's off the floor, you notice.
I mean, things just don't seem to run as smoothly when he's not at the helm. Finds that balance between creating for himself and others, selective with his shots, and truly a complete guard, even if he doesn't do a lot of those flashy things.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, they depend on him to score, and that doesn't mean just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charity stripe.
Fox kicks to Cauley Stein. Bogdanovich against Bogdanovich. Cauley Stein dishes to Bogdanovich. 5 to shoot. Sinks that one from the post. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Bogdanovich, we saw a little bit of this during the All-Star weekend. He can play with a little bit of flair, and you know he's confident when he starts to show those signs.
Outside Bogdanovich. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Collison finds Oladipo, and the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
Fox passes to Cauley Stein. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner. Sacramento shooting their first free throw tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And that one falls for Cauley Stein.
You wonder what the next step is, and for Willie Cauley-Stein, what he's done in the offseason to improve himself offensively. Maybe a few more things in the footwork category will help him out.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's coming off a 34-point game against Orlando. Hits the target from 18 feet.
The mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive, and right now stringing some plays together.
Here's Fox. After the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Bagley, no good. And for 3, Collison cans it from downtown. Collison's got 5 now.
You know, at least get a hand up. It's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
Now, here's Fox. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. Again, the miss by the Kings.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Lets it fly from 18. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to school.
Top of the key, Bagley. Back to Fox. Here's Bagley. 9 points last game. Healed, can't hit.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
The pass to Oladipo. Look at that jam.
No way.
I mean, just beautiful.
Yeah, Oladipo has had some highlight dunks in his career. There's another one.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Now, here's Fox. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Healed against Oladipo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can they get it? Offensive rebound. Here's Cauley Stein, and it's sent back by Turner. Oladipo outside. Pass to Turner. Young dishes to Collison. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Bagley. Now Fox. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Outside, Bogdanovich. Oladipo against Hield. Just 5 to shoot. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
Well, with a young perimeter player like Hield is, operating in the pick and roll with that kind of effectiveness, he can become dangerous.
And the Kings not just rebuilding the roster, Brett, but also the franchise's reputation.
Well, agents and executives in the past year have been a little frustrated with the fickle leadership coming from the Sacramento Kings, and eventually those perceptions matter.
Let's quickly bring up the 2K leaderboard for a look at the top free throw shooters among point guards. Darren Collison, 4th.
They are as reliable at the free throw line as you're going to find in this league, and that's something we've come to expect from the point guard position.
Well, you look back at the NBA's free throw percentage leaders over the years, and so many of them have played the point guard position, mostly because they do a great job of penetrating, getting into the lane, and consistently draw fouls. So the more you take, the more you make.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Bagley the pass to Cauley Stein. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Collison kicks to Turner. Bogdanovich looking around. Oladipo outside. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Turner. Over Cauley Stein. Here's Young. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For Indiana, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one drops. One of my favorite moves is the Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see Manu Ginobili step around me for years in San Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player we have in the game. There's something about the lefties, isn't there, Kevin? We have a hard time figuring
they
a
throw
lefty
you off.
out.
They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then
and
they add the little sidestep.
James Harden with the shiftiness and the way he moves the ball around and draws contact. I know there are a lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially when he's got his passport with the Euro step.
He slithers. Farrell passes to Labissiere. Here's Bielitsa, defended by Young. Here's Koufos. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Indiana leading. And Joseph kicks to Sabonis. And it's Evans in the corner. And here's Joseph for 3. That one's not going to go. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Inside, stolen by Evans. Young finds Joseph. Basket good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
The Pacers making a switch here. O'Quinn's checked in.
One shot.
And that one misses. The Kings trail by 3. And the foul on Kyle O'Quinn. That's his first foul. Labissiere, the pass to Bielitsa. To the inside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Well, Buddy Hield, not the biggest or most athletic player that's on the floor, but his work ethic is undeniable. He is a total gym rat. At Oklahoma, they had to lock up the balls. Otherwise, the guy would stay there all day long and all night.
And it's tied up with that one. And Hield grew up in the Bahamas. The story goes they didn't have a court until he turned 12, so he built hoops out of whatever he could find.
Yeah, and whatever he found consisted of milk crates or bicycle rims that had rusted up, and he'd nail them up and shoot every shot he could at them, and they would get torn down, and he'd rebuild them again and again. He's shown that same determination in building up his game at the NBA level.
Back to Koufos. Here's Farrell. He had 13 points in the win against Cleveland. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to the Magic in Orlando.
And the fact they still had a chance to win that game, I find to be somewhat amazing because it was clearly an off night for most of their guys.
And I'll tell you, if they had pulled that game out, it would have been an amazing win because they made a bunch of mistakes. Nothing was going their way, and somehow they still nearly won it.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Evans outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Tyreke Evans, not the biggest free agent this past offseason, but Greg, many teams vied for his services.
Pacers were able to win out, and he should be a good fit. Can act as another playmaker and ball handler for the team. Turned down playing with the Warriors, Lakers, and Thunder to come to this Indiana squad.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, Evans reestablishing himself over the past couple of seasons, a skilled combo guard with great handle.
Leaf checked in for Oladipo. And both free throws good for Tyreke Evans. With today's superstars often joining forces, Brent, we hear some retired legends saying they wanted to beat their rivals, not join their rivals. What do you think?
I saw a lot of joining going on from some of the guys who make those comments, Kevin. So that sort of stuff just eludes me as to where it's coming from. This league has always been dominated by teams that have at least two, if not 3 upper echelon
superstar
players that end up winning titles. So it's happening now. It happened then. It will continue to happen.
So it's the Pacers now. The Kings getting the bucket. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Evans. Clock at 2. Cans the shot from the wing. Evans has got 7 points in the game. The Kings trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Hield kicks to Kufis. And Tyreek Evans is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first. Bielitsa inside. Just 4 to shoot. Kings moving the ball around.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
And it's Evans missing. The Kings trail by 5. On the wing, Hield. Covered by Evans. Sacramento shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Joseph looking around. Dishes it to Evans. Passes it to Sabonis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound by Bielitsa. The Kings trail by 4. He kicks it to Hield. 35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Out to the wing. Here's Kufis. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Sacramento's gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Farrell. He's covered by Joseph. And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. 11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Out to the right wing. From past the arc. No good on that one. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Pacers lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Love the pace they're playing with. Anytime you can get your offense going without the defense setting up, got a huge advantage.
Here's Farrell, Joseph at point, and he teams up with Evans in the backcourt. Kyle O'Quinn out there with Sabonis, and it's Leaf in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Here's Joseph. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
One shot.
And that one misses. The Kings trail by 4. There's the pass to Bielitsa. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Heel. And Indiana shooting 43% for the game. Evans passes to Sabonis. Back to Evans. Pass to Sabonis. Shot clock at 6. Evans feeling it out a bit. Leaf, the basket good off the assist from Evans. And the Pacers lead by 4.
Well, that's some pretty sweet vision there on display from Tyreek. Thing of beauty.
This year, kicks to Farrell. Shoots. Misses off the left iron. And it's the Pacers with the ball. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings and came away with a win.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
Well, they built up the big lead and then let the second unit get out there and do their work. And you're right, the guys coming in off the bench were spectacular. They put up a ton of points.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Indiana. And a change for the Kings. Bagley's checked in. Here's Joseph. O'Quinn trying to free himself up.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Joseph. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Bucks. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And checking out Indiana, just way behind.
I think for the Pacers, they haven't packed any big surprises into the early part of this season. They're right in the middle of the NBA's pecking order.
And based on their early returns, it's really hard to see that position changing very much in one direction or another. I see them as a team that's right there in the middle of the pack, but not one that's ready to make any leap this year.
Here's Joseph. Sacramento able to drain the 3. Pass to Leaf. Kicks it to Evans. The 15-footer. Sacramento grabs the miss. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
The thing I took away from that game was just how dominant they were on the backboard.
Yeah, their rebounding edge was massive. It's a testament to how hard they worked in that game, in and around the rim. Just outstanding effort.
So it's Sacramento now, following the shot by Evans. From deep, and the rejection by Evans. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Joseph, that's good.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Now, here's Fox. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game. Dave Yeager in his 3rd season with the Kings. Before that, 9 seasons, Brent, in Memphis, with 3 of those being the Grizzlies head coach.
Yeah, an interesting end to his time in Memphis as things just kind of went awry between him and management. But the personnel decisions is what it came down to. And he has a fresh start in Sacramento with a very young, very energetic team that needs some direction. Maybe Dave Yeager, the guy to get the job done.
From 11 feet away, here's Bagley. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Indiana called for the foul.
And one of the youngest rookies when he came into the NBA, Bagley reclassified in high school so he could get to college a year early.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Young comes in for TJ Leaf. And it's Collison in for Joseph. And the free throw, no good. And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
Fox passes to Cauley Stein. He kicks to Bogdanovich. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. To the middle. Young dishes to Collison. Got a piece of it.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. He just can't buy a bucket right now.
Bogdanovich finds Young. Banked in off the glass. And it's a 3-point Pacer lead.
And it's great to see Bogdanovich spreading the ball out. I mean, possesses good size, which allows him to see over defenders.
And Tyreke Evans is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his third foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
The Pacers making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in. Here's Farrell. He's got 8. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
The Kings have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. And so it's Indiana with it. And here's Oladipo. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Bogdanovich against Bogdanovich. Young's shot is off. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Fox with it. Passes to Bagley. Fox kicks to Bagley. Clock at 6. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Connects from 3-point range. Bogdanovich has got 7.
Well, great shooting off the pass. Get the feet set. Good balance. Bogdanovich dangerous.
Poked away. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Bogdanovich wide open. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Bogdanovich has got the game tied up here for the Pacers. Bogdanovich. Farrell kicks to Bagley. Farrell looking around. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Young, here we go. Turner up top. Cauley Stein defending. A wide open look here for Oladipo. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And you've seen the progression of the long-range shot in Oladipo's game. He has to be accounted for out there.
Here's Cauley Stein, and it's sent back by Turner. And Bogdanovich kicks to Turner. Collison, the pass to Oladipo. Shoots from 14. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Fox passes to Bogdanovich. To the middle. Now Oladipo. He has 7. To the middle. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 5 now for the Pacers.
And how about the fearlessness from Bogdanovich? Doesn't pay the D any mind. He enjoys sticking it to them there in the paint.
Now here's Bagley. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game, and the shot is good.
That's good passing down low. He's good at working the ball deep into the post.
Collison finds Young. To the paint. Here's Bogdanovich.
Yeah, the length and height of Bogdanovich is impressive. Outstanding at slamming it down there when he got the chance.
Fox against Collison. It's stolen by Oladipo. Young outside. Back to Collison. And the pass to Oladipo. Over in the corner, Turner. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Bogdanovich against Bogdanovich. Pass to Fox. Shoots a 3. Tipped away.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass, and a contested 3 is not your objective. One more maybe.
Here's Farrell. He's got 11. A pass to Fox. Kicks to Bagley. Shot clock at 6. Over Collison. Bagley, no good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Young with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. Fader on the way. And that one goes long.
Well, he wanted to keep that shot from getting blocked, but in the process, he gave it no chance of going in because of how unbalanced he was on the fade.
With some arc, and it's sent back by Turner. Here's Bogdanovich. Bagley with the rebound.
2 minutes.
Bagley's got his 4th rebound in this one. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here's Fox. He kicks it to Bagley. Back to Fox. They need this one. Bagley, no good. Pacers leading by 7. Inside, and stolen by Cauley Stein. Fox against Collison. Fox passes to Cauley Stein. Outside, Bogdanovich. No good on the triple. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Indiana again missing.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
And the shot goes in. Farrell's got 8 points in the quarter.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Oladipo right side. Collison kicks to Turner. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. 6 to shoot. A baseline J. The kick out to Oladipo. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Farrell, 13 points in the game. Releases, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Oladipo for three. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Indiana bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Dave Yeager. Coach, what is going to be the focus offensively going into the second half?
Well, we try to go inside. That's our strength anyways. And for us, our bread is buttered inside. So we try to play high-low. And then if the threes come out of that, great. But we want to try to get everything to the rim.
Coach, it all starts with that entry pass to the big, and then everybody plays off of him. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. They stepped up their game in the second quarter, and the score began to tilt in their favor. It's now a 7-point lead for them here at the half. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Pacers?
Some great work from them with the three ball. They came in with the idea that they could attack this D from long range. They were rotating the ball on the perimeter and letting it fly. And they got a good look. It's a strategy that paid off with a barrage of threes. That's my barrage sound, man.
And over to Kenny now. Your take on the Kings.
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And we return to Indianapolis, Indiana, with a look at all the activity taking place in this terrific downtown. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. The Kings trail by 7. On the floor for Sacramento. On the wings, Hield and Bogdanovich. Down low, it's Bagley and Cauley-Stein. And it's Fox in at the 1 spot. Back to Cauley-Stein. The dish to Bogdanovich. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Fox. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Collison. And Young, here we go. Got a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Here's Oladipo. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Down low, here's Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marvin Bagley picks one up. The Pacers have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
That is Young. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Second free throw, no good. The Kings trail by 7. Fox passes to Bogdanovich, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
More and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
And so Collison will bring it up for Indiana.
Well, there's an old cliche, Kevin, we've heard or said a million times about speed killing. Well, perhaps no player is more emblematic of that than De'Aaron Fox. End to end, he could be one of the fastest players in the league.
Here's Sacramento now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. And finished off by Bagley.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
Well, Fox is a blur in transition. Brent, his speed is a weapon.
Yeah, and he can use it if he has the ball or if he doesn't. Become a slasher and get into the teeth of the defense. Defensively, his lateral quickness and intensity also can make him a pest. It'll be nice to see if he takes some pride on that end of the floor growing up.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Passes it to Bagley. The pass to Fox. Hield kicks to Fox. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, offensive rebound, and finished off by Bagley.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
Now here's Turner. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Oladipo, good. Oladipo's got 11 points. Now here's Fox. It's stolen by Oladipo. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. And now a 7-point Indiana lead. Fox kicks to Cauley-Stein. Kings moving the ball around. To the middle, here's Collison. And now with this break, here are the premier glass cleaners among rookies over the course of the past month. In the third spot, Marvin Bagley.
And every team in the league needs a guy who can go and get. I mean, his great work on the boards certainly endear him to the coaching staff.
And that one misses. TJ Leaves checked in for Indiana. And he sinks the second. And here is Fox. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Back to Fox. Sinks that one from the post.
Just feel like Willie Cauley-Stein getting more comfortable the more time he's gotten in his young career and showing signs of being a passer.
Pass to Collison. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Hield with it. He's got 5. passes it to Cauley Stein. Healed outside. Back to Cauley Stein. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He dishes it to Heel. Nice D from Oladipo.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you can feel that Oladipo was on the verge of a breakthrough, and boy, did he ever. Everything came together for him, and he is now not only an elite scorer, but an all-star. Can attack from any distance and has a variety of ways to hurt the defense.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. And for Oladipo, Greg, there wasn't just one moment that gave him that push.
I mean, his development was less of having a eureka moment and more of everything just coming together. Has always had the strong athleticism, has refined his shot to make the most of it, and while it took him some time, he's now the player everyone hoped he'd be when he was the second overall pick.
2013, Victor Oladipo heard his name second in that draft. One of the best shooting guards in the league and getting better.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's got 9. Now, Fox. They kick out to Heel. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Darren Collison. His last 10 games, he's averaging 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent, but honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
From all the whispers that we've heard, he's been working hard on his game. It just has not showed up yet in the box score.
Now, here's Oladipo. D right on him. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Hield. And he gets it to go. Hield's got 7.
Well, tricky there on that play as Hield had the soft floater that trickled in.
Collison kicks to Leaf. Oladipo against Hield. And Oladipo, here we go. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Indiana. Joseph comes in for Darren Collison. And then for Sacramento, Kufis checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Labissiere comes in for Bagley. And Bielitsa in for Bogdanovich. And Labissiere gets it to go.
Labissiere dialing one in from the mid-range.
Pacers leading by 6. And Joseph kicks to Oladipo. Back to Joseph. In the corner, it's Sabonis. Fox against Joseph. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Joseph's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pacers. Fox passes to Bielitsa. Back to Fox. It's hauled in by Leaf.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
The Kings trail by 8. Here's Fox. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. And the shot goes in. Fox has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this is when Fox is at his best. Once he gets a step on the defense, you're pretty much going to read the back of that jersey.
Here's Oladipo after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. And Labissiere sends it back. Joseph against Fox. Kicks to Labissiere. Back to Fox. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Healed from outside. Sacramento gets it back. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, tough with his shot so far off right now. They're going to have to tap someone else to step up until he finds it.
We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Hield.
Well, you have to think that he is going to look to go to the rim a little more often going forward because the three ball just hasn't been there. Sometimes it seems he's not getting his feet set or rushing his shooting motion, but either way, it just ain't falling.
And he makes the first. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Victor Oladipo. And both free throws good for Tyreke Evans. The Kings trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Hield against Evans. Looking to get back on track here. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And it's 9 points for Buddy Hield. Pacers leading by 6. Evans outside. To the inside. Leaf. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Monday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Kings trail by 8. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at the Warriors. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season as we all know. And, of course, the Sacramento Kings. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And checking out Sacramento, so far it looks like the adjustments they made in the offseason aren't going to produce the desired effect.
Now, lots of season left to go, so maybe a little too early to say that. The results have been anything but positive early on, but we've seen plenty of teams dig themselves out of big holes after early season woes.
Here's Evans, pocket 6, and Evans throws it down.
Well, Evans soaring to the rim there. Nice to see the big guard get up and throw it down.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 6. He kicks to Koufos. Here's Hield. And the call will be against Sabonis. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Now, here's Koufos. O'Quinn defending. 4 on the clock. Here's Fox. Again, the miss by the Kings. Indiana leading by 10. Here's Leaf. He's got 5. The pass to Evans. 3-pointer. Sacramento grabs the miss. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Now, here's Joseph. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Pass to Sabonis. Beyond the arc. And it's Fox with the rebound. Sacramento's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism.
Here's Fox. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. To the paint. 1:11 left in the third. Here's Leaf. He's got 5. Pass to O'Quinn. Evans inside. Covered by Heel. And it's Evans missing. The Kings trail by 10. And here is Fox. He has 6. And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Pacers making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. 46 seconds left in the third. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. Pacers leading by 10. Pass to O'Quinn. Joseph with the ball. He's got 8. Outside, Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. O'Quinn with it. Labissiere's there. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Darren Collison, he's checked in for Indiana. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Kings. The Kings trail by 10.
If they can just hold this now for the last shot.
Right, no need to give the ball back here. Run the clock down, be patient, and run a decent play.
Evans against Hield. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Over Collison. And the miss. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Pacers leading by 10. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so Collison will bring it up for the Pacers. Bogdanovich out there with Sabonis. Then there's Tyreke Evans. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Collison in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now here's Bogdanovich. Now the pass to Sabonis. And the layup's good off the glass. Sabonis has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Pacers. The Kings trail by 12. Hield kicks to Labissiere. To the inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Evans with a stuff.
Well, some foresight from Evans there to sprint out and take advantage of the transition opportunity.
The Kings shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Bogdanovich passes to Bjelica. Now here's Hield. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And that's good. Buddy Hield for three.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Evans with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Evans outside. Shot clock at 6. Good D by Hield. The Kings trail by 11. Bogdanovich finds Kufas. Now Hield. Labissiere up top. Sacramento moving it around. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Well, he's an accurate shooter and has some great confidence. Bogdanovich with the beauty.
Now here's Evans. Outside Collison. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. From downtown, Sacramento grabs the miss. Bjelica's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bogdanovich looking around. Here's Labissiere. Hield outside. Over Bogdanovich. Hield can't hit. Pacers leading by 9. Down low. Here's Collison. The shot that time not on target. Good D by Hield. It's Bjelica. Offensive rebound. Here's Bogdanovich. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Bogdanovich got himself in a great spot, just reading where that carom was coming off of the rim and collected it.
Collison dishes to Evans. Lets a floater go, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Some changes for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn, and it's Young in for Sabonis. Sacramento also making some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Kufas. Bagley comes in for Labissiere, and De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Bjelica. He throw good. Tyreke Evans. The Kings trail by 10. Timeout called by the Kings.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball go in.
Oladipo, he's checked in for Evans. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen to Dave Yeager's huddle with his team. He said, "Do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back." Guys.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Fox kicks to Cauley-Stein. Outside, Bogdanovich. Off target from three-point range.
Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second. I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
And here is Fox. After the three-pointer from Victor Oladipo. Back to Fox. Rejected by Collison. Outside, Bogdanovich. Young outside. Turner passes to Oladipo. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Bogdanovich against Bogdanovich. The shot's good. And the Pacers lead by 15.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
It seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play from them. Has them up quite a bit here.
Now here's Hield. And just miss after miss right now.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
Inside, Young. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Bagley's got 7 rebounds in the game. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
How about De'Aaron Fox just staying focused there with the finish? Controlled that one well.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Here's Collison. Dishes it to Oladipo. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And it's the Pacers with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
Now, here's Oladipo. Turner inside, working on Cauley-Stein. The shot by Turner, no good.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
Fox dishes to Bogdanovich. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That's foul number 2 for him. Guys are slimming down, it seems, Brent, to play at a faster pace. And we hear more and more players are using a plant-based diet now.
Vegan-style players.
Maybe not quite to that extent, but they are certainly very, very cautious about what they're putting in their bodies.
I think we just hear more stories about some of the things that players are trying in order to get themselves to their athletic peak. And one of those things, of course, one of the most important things is the fuel that you're going to put into your body, because that's your only tool. So I think guys just pay a little bit more attention to how it is they're feeding the system.
Pacers leading by 12. Oladipo finds Collison. Pass to Turner. Oladipo trying to get open. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Bogdanovich. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Yeah, I'm really feeling Bogdanovich there, flexing his muscle on the drive. Solid at working through the contact and then scoring over it.
Oladipo against Hield. And here is Cauley-Stein. 6 on the shot clock. Hield kicks to Bagley. Here's Bogdanovich. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. It's Oladipo on the wing, covered by Hield. Inside, and stolen by Cauley-Stein. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pacers leading by 12. And Bogdanovich kicks to Turner. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Young with the ball. Right through the D for the layup. And the Pacers lead by 14.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Fox passes to Bogdanovich. He kicks it to Heel. Lets it go with a 3. That one, no good. And Indiana will come the other way. To the middle. Young finds Oladipo. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Turner. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, they're just absolutely getting anything and everything that they want out there. They have not let up.
Second personal foul.
And so here's Sacramento. They trail by 16. Fox kicks to Hield. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Now Fox. Shot clock at 5.
Pacers foul. Thaddeus Love. That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox. 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, the quickness of De'Aaron Fox really is incredible. I got a chance to see John Wall early in his career, and it was the speed that we talked about. But speed can kill, and if De'Aaron Fox can control it, he'll be fantastic at creating opportunities for himself and his teammates.
And here's Collison, who will bring it up for Indiana. Pass to Oladipo. Back to Collison. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 3 assists tonight.
And that's what we mean by combo guard skills right there. Kept his head up and found the open man.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Bojan Bogdanovich.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
He's been their pulse tonight, the player who's guided them to the win, and it's a win they needed coming off a loss in their last one. The Kings trail by 16. Now, here's Fox. Passes to Hield. That's tipped. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Oladipo pounced on the steal. Quick instincts on the defensive end.
Sacramento's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now here's Cauley-Stein. Here's Fox. And it's sent back by Turner. They get it back.
You forget about the size of Willie Cauley-Stein because of the way he moves out on the floor. Great job of drawing a foul in the paint that time.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Indiana leading by 16. And here's Collison outside Bogdanovich.
2 minutes.
And Young kicks to Turner. Basket counts.
And with time becoming a factor, that may do it, guys.
Well, leads are not given. They are earned, playing with desire and attention to detail all night.
Now, here's Bagley. Here's Fox. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Hield with the bucket.
Well, he's a little bit more than just an outside shooter. Buddy Hield finding himself, that time maneuvers inside to get good position.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Pacers.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Victor Oladipo.
They looked aggressive on the offensive end, and that compounded into lots of great opportunities that he capitalized on.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're leading by 15. 1:02 left to play in the final quarter. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Turner. Leaf comes in for Young. Evans, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Darren Collison. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Kufis checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Labissiere comes in for Bagley. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Hield. And Yogi Ferrell subbed in for Fox.
Boy, Evans plodding and plodding along on that possession. The goal, the free throw line. Goal attained.
Evans at the line for 2.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Ferrell. He's covered by Joseph. And it's blocked by O'Quinn.
O'Quinn demonstrating solid timing there. And that's a pretty vicious rejection.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Ferrell. The Pacers pull it in.
Yeah, just misjudged the layup. Defense has to be better. Very fortunate there.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Oladipo. Softly drops in the floater. And the Pacers lead by 18.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. Ferrell for 3. He's off on that one. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Victor. You've been really playing well on offense of late. What's going right for you at that end of the floor?
Patience, man, experience, belief, faith, all the above, man. Just coming out here working on my game. I'm just going to continue to keep growing continue to keep staying close to my teammates, continue to keep working hard, and continue to keep getting better.
That is a crowded locker room with all those things in there. Thanks, Victor. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.